Imagine standing in the middle of the African savanna at dawn. The grass is golden, the air is still, and then you hear it. That sound travels 5 miles in every direction. Every animal that hears it freezes, because they know the king is awake. Today we're going deep into the world of the lion, not the cartoon version, not the fairy tale, the real animal, brutal, intelligent, and more complex than most people ever realize. Stay with us for the next 13 minutes, because by the end, you will never look at a lion the same way again. The lion, Panthera leo, one of the 4 big cats, and the only truly social one on the planet. Lions live primarily in sub-Saharan Africa, in grasslands, savannas, and open woodlands. There's also a critically endangered population in the Gir forest of India, with fewer than 700 individuals remaining. An adult male lion can weigh up to 420 pounds, that's 190 kilograms. He can measure over 8 feet from nose to tail. Females are smaller, typically around 280 pounds, but don't let that fool you. The females do most of the hunting. Lions are the second largest cat in the world, right after the tiger. But in terms of social structure, cultural impact, and raw power, no animal commands more respect on the African continent. There are 2 main subspecies, the African lion and the Asiatic lion. Within Africa, scientists also recognize regional differences: East African lions, West African lions, and the famous Cape lions, which are actually extinct. Today, there are estimated to be only 20,000 to 25,000 lions left in the wild. 100 years ago, over 200,000. That's a 90% decline in 1 century. We'll talk about why later, but first, let's understand what makes this animal so extraordinary. Let's talk about the body of a lion, because every part of it is built for one purpose: domination. Start with the paws. A lion's paw is the size of a dinner plate. One swipe can break the neck of a zebra. The claws are retractable, meaning they stay sharp because they're protected when not in use. When a lion extends those claws, they can reach over 1.5 inches long. The jaw. Lions have 30 teeth. Their canines alone are 3 inches long, longer than your finger. The bite force of a lion is around 650 pounds per square inch. For comparison, a human bites at about 150. One bite from a lion can crush bone. Now, the mane. Only male lions have it, and it's one of the most iconic features in the animal kingdom. But what's it actually for? The mane serves multiple purposes. First, protection. In fights between males, lions go for the throat. The thick mane acts like a shield. Second, attraction. Studies show that female lions prefer males with darker, fuller manes. A dark mane signals high testosterone, good health, and genetic strength. Interestingly, lions in hotter climates tend to have thinner manes, because heat is a bigger threat than rival males in those regions. The eyes. Lions have forward-facing eyes, like humans, which gives them excellent depth perception for judging distances when they pounce. Their pupils are round, not slit like domestic cats. And their night vision? 6 times better than ours. Lions are most active at dawn, dusk, and night, exactly when their vision gives them the biggest advantage. Speed. A lion can reach 50 miles per hour in short bursts, about 80 kilometers per hour. But here's the thing. They can only hold that speed for about 300 meters before overheating. That's why lions hunt with strategy, not just speed. Now we get to what makes lions truly unique among big cats: the pride. A pride is a family unit. Most big cats are solitary: tigers, leopards, cheetahs. They live and hunt alone. Lions are the exception, and that social structure is the secret to their success. A typical pride consists of 2 to 4 adult males, a group of related females, usually between 4 and 12, and their cubs. Some prides can have up to 40 members. The females in a pride are almost always related: sisters, mothers, daughters, cousins. The males? They're usually brothers or cousins who grew up together and formed a coalition. The females are the heart of the pride. They stay for life. They raise cubs together, hunt together, and defend territory together. When a lioness gives birth, other females in the pride will often help nurse and protect cubs that aren't even their own. This is called communal cub rearing, and it's rare in the animal kingdom. The males have a different role. They defend the territory, an area that can span 100 square miles. They patrol borders, mark with urine and scratch marks, and roar to warn rival males to stay away. That roar, by the way, is a coordinated effort. Pride members roar together. It sounds bigger, more intimidating. Researchers have found that lions can count rival roars and decide whether to approach or retreat based on how outnumbered they might be. But life for a male lion is brutal. A coalition of males typically holds a pride for only 2 to 3 years before being overthrown by younger, stronger rivals. When that happens, the new males will often kill all the young cubs in the pride. It sounds cruel, but from an evolutionary standpoint, it makes sense. The females quickly come back into heat, allowing the new males to father their own offspring. For a female lion, this is a nightmare. Many lionesses will try to hide their cubs or defend them, sometimes successfully, sometimes not. It's midnight on the Serengeti. The moon is low. A herd of wildebeest grazes nervously in the darkness. They can sense something is wrong, but they can't see it. 3 lionesses fan out in a wide arc, moving silently through the grass. No sound, no rush, pure patience. This is the lion hunt, and it's one of the most sophisticated predatory behaviors in the animal kingdom. Lions use coordinated group hunting strategies. Different females take on different roles. Some drive the prey toward others who wait in ambush. Research has shown that lions can actually adjust their roles depending on the terrain and the prey. When the moment comes, it's explosive. Lions close the last 30 feet in under a second. They aim for the throat or muzzle, cutting off air supply. Large prey like buffalo can take several minutes to suffocate. Lions hold on the entire time. A single lion can take down prey up to twice its own weight. A group of lions can take down a giraffe, the tallest animal on Earth, or a full-grown African buffalo weighing over a ton. What happens after the kill is just as interesting. There's a strict feeding hierarchy. Males eat first, even though females did the hunting, then females, then cubs, who often get the scraps. This seems unfair, and in lean times, it means cubs can starve even when adults are eating. But the male's role as territory defenders is so critical to pride survival that their priority feeding is evolutionarily justified. And then, the competitors arrive. Hyenas are the lion's greatest rival. They're not scavengers who steal from lions. Actually, it's often the reverse. Lions frequently steal kills from hyenas. The two species are in constant, ancient conflict across the African savanna. A lioness gives birth to a litter of 2 to 4 cubs, usually in a hidden den, under a rocky outcrop, in dense bushes, somewhere safe from the world. Cubs are born blind and completely helpless. They weigh only 3 to 4 pounds at birth. For the first 6 to 8 weeks, the mother keeps them hidden from the rest of the pride. At around 8 weeks, she introduces them to the pride. And this is a critical moment. If the pride males accept the cubs, they're safe. If not, cubs have a hard life. Studies show that up to 80% of lion cubs don't survive their first 2 years. They face threats from hyenas, leopards, buffalo, and of course, rival male lions. Surviving cubs grow fast. By 6 months, they start accompanying hunts, mostly watching and learning. By 11 months, they start participating. By 2 years, they're active hunters. At around 2 to 3 years old, young males are expelled from the pride. This is a brutal transition. Suddenly alone, or with their brothers, they must survive on their own. This period is called the nomadic phase, and it's the most dangerous time in a male lion's life. These nomadic males, hungry, inexperienced, and searching for their own pride, are responsible for most lion attacks on humans and livestock. If they survive long enough, usually 4 to 5 years, they'll challenge a pride male and attempt to take over. The cycle continues. In 1900, lions roamed across most of Africa and parts of Europe, the Middle East, and India. Today, they're confined to fragmented patches of sub-Saharan Africa and one small forest in India. The reasons are well documented: habitat loss as human populations expand, retaliatory killing when lions attack livestock, trophy hunting, and the collapse of prey populations. The conflict between lions and local communities is real and painful. A single lion that kills livestock can devastate a family's livelihood. And when governments and conservation groups seem more interested in protecting lions than in helping people, resentment grows. Effective lion conservation today focuses on community-based approaches, compensating farmers for livestock losses, creating buffer zones, and helping local communities benefit economically from lion tourism. Programs like Lion Guardians in Kenya hire young Maasai men, who traditionally proved manhood by killing lions, to instead protect them. It's working. There's still hope. In protected areas like the Serengeti, Kruger National Park, and the Okavango Delta, lion populations are stable or even growing. The key is political will, funding, and genuine partnership with local communities. The lion has ruled the imagination of humanity for thousands of years. Ancient Egyptians worshipped them. Romans feared them. Today they appear on the flags of over 15 nations. But the real lion, not the symbol, not the cartoon, is something far more extraordinary: a social genius, a strategic hunter, a devoted parent, and a species fighting for survival in a world that's rapidly running out of space for wildness. If this video taught you something new about lions, share it, because awareness is the first step toward protection. Subscribe for more deep dives into the animal kingdom.